The Electoral College was created by the framers, allowing voters to vote for electors who would then cast their votes for a presidential candidate. The founders were concerned that the average citizen in that era would not have enough information to cast an informed, timely vote. The lack of modern technology made it very difficult for American citizens to get accurate, current news. The idea was that citizens would elect the best and brightest among them to cast a vote for president, and was equal to the number of the senators and representatives. There is a total of 538 who vote compiled of 435 representatives, 100 senators, and 3 electors for Washington, D.C. Each state gets 1 electoral vote for each of its 2 senators, and 1 vote per U.S. representative, at minimum of 3 votes per state. The states with the most include California with 55, Texas at 38, New York with 29, and Florida with 29, and Illinois with 20. An electoral college member cannot be a member of Congress, a high-ranking U.S. official in a position of trust or profit, meaning someone who has accepted an appointment to executive office, or someone who has engaged in rebellion against the U.S. On the first Monday after the second Wednesday in December, electors will meet in state capitals to cast their vote, which is sent to the President of the Senate. The President of the Senate opens the votes on January 6th, and the winner is sworn into office at noon on January 20th. The winner must have an absolute majority of 270 votes or more. If there is a tie, the House of Representatives elects the president from the top 3 contenders, which hasn't happened since 1824. Neither John Quincy Adams, Andrew Jackson, William Crawford, or Henry Clay received the 131 electoral votes necessary at the time to clinch the presidency. According to the 12th Amendment, the House elected John Quincy Adams as president. This was made possibly by the 4th place candidate, Henry Clay, putting his support behind Adams. A battleground state, also referred to as a swing state, is a contested state where history and polls indicate that either candidate could win the vote and receive the delegates of the state. 5 states that are receiving a lot of attention this year are Florida, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, and North Carolina. The candidates spend massive amounts of resources and time appealing to voters in these key states, hoping to garner their electoral votes. These swing states will determine which candidate will win the 2016 presidential election. Other swing states include Colorado, Iowa, Nevada, New Hampshire, Virginia, and Wisconsin. In a very close election, these smaller battleground states can be the deciding factor in the election, though they may not have as many delegates as larger states. According to the New York Times, Hillary Clinton is already said to have the support of Hispanics, white working class women, and college-educated women. She will need to win over college students, educated whites, the youth, and black voters that are part of the Obama coalition. She will also need to regain the support of white working class men who has since drifted from the Democratic Party. Florida and Colorado is said to be the key states that would allow Clinton to win the election. But as long as she holds on to Pennsylvania and Ohio, this will also render Trump incapable of pulling together the 270 electoral votes needed to win. Also, according to the New York Times, Trump could unite the denouncers of Obama and some business colleges. He has alienated most black, Hispanic, Muslim, Democratic voters with outlandish statements in the primaries. He could win with low voter turnout in favor for Hillary Clinton or split votes from the Democratic Party. Donald Trump needs to hold Arizona and North Carolina combined with 26 electoral votes. He needs to flip Florida with 29 electoral votes, and Ohio, which has 18 electoral votes, and Pennsylvania with 20 electoral votes. Hillary Clinton's message should emphasize leaving behind a nation that is stronger and more unified after her presidency. Her key focuses should be building a better educational system, minimizing inequalities both financially and socially, and a higher rationale in the job sector and economics, concerning hot topics like minimum wage, affordable childcare, maternity and medical leave, and early childhood education. The only policy prescription thus far has been to make America great again, so he needs to maintain that pace. Remember, the Electoral College consists of 538 electors. To win the Electoral College, a majority of 270 delegates is required to win. A candidate can win the popular vote but lose the Electoral College vote. This has happened twice, most recently with Bush Gore in 2000. Most states are winner take all. Maine and Nebraska have a proportional representation, where delegates are rewarded based on the percentage of the popular vote either candidate received. The Electoral College may not be the direct way to choose your president, but remember, you still have an influence. Go out there and vote.